You know, your cat is having a full-blown conversation with you, right now, probably, without making a single sound. So in this explainer, we're going to decode that silent language so you can finally understand what they've been trying to tell you this whole time.
It's that look, right? That intense, unblinking stare from across the room. You know exactly the one I'm talking about. And you just can't help but wonder, what is going on in that little head of theirs? Are they plotting world domination? Or is something much deeper happening in that silence?
Well, it turns out there absolutely is. And by the end of this, I promise, you'll be able to read their signals like a total pro. It's going to completely change the way you see your cat. Okay, let's get into it.
First up, we're starting with the two most obvious broadcasters of your cat's mood, their tail and their ears. Seriously, think of them as a real-time emotional dashboard. And most of us are just completely missing the signals. The thing is, the signals are incredibly clear once you know what to look for. A tail hold high, maybe with that little question mark curve at the tip, that's a flag of friendship. That's your cat saying, hey, I'm happy, I'm feeling good, and I'm glad to see you. But if that tail starts whipping back and forth, that is not excitement like a dog. Oh no, that's irritation. It's a crystal clear warning to give them some space right now.
And this is a big one that people get wrong all the time. You see that classic Halloween cat pose, right? The arched back, the tail puffed up like a giant bottle brush. The main emotion driving that is not aggression. It is pure, unfiltered fear. They feel threatened, and they're doing everything they can to make themselves look bigger and scarier to warn off whatever spooked them.
32. That's how many muscles are in each one of your cat's ears. It lets them rotate a full 180 degrees. And just for comparison, we humans, we have a measly 6. This makes their ears these incredible precision instruments for both hearing and, you guessed it, for communicating. So you've got to watch their ear position. When they're pointed forward, your cat is on it. They're alert, curious, and engaged. But as soon as they start to swivel to the side, we call those airplane ears, they're telling you they're anxious or getting pretty annoyed. And if those ears go pinned flat against their head, yeah, take that seriously. That is a cat in full-on defensive mode, feeling threatened and ready to react. Okay, let's move on from the general mood indicators and get into the really good stuff. We're talking about the very specific, deliberate ways cats show their love and trust. These are the signals that prove you're not just the person with the food, you're family.
This might be one of the most powerful signals they have. A 2020 study from the University of Sussex actually confirmed it. When your cat gives you that slow, deliberate blink, it is a profound sign of trust. I mean, think about it. In the wild, closing your eyes is a huge act of vulnerability. So when your cat does it to you, they're literally saying, I feel completely safe with you.
You know that rhythmic little paw press? The one we call kneading or making biscuits? That behavior is a direct hotline back to their earliest memories. As tiny kittens, they did that to get milk from their mom, so they associate that motion with the ultimate feeling of safety, warmth, and comfort. So when an adult cat kneads on you, they're basically reverting to that kitten state of total security. I read this amazing story about a woman who adopted a 7-year-old rescue cat, and for 8 months, he was super withdrawn. Then one night, he just climbed up and started kneading her leg, and she cried because she knew in that one moment, he finally understood that he was safe. He was home.
Now, when your cat gently bumps their head against you, that's called bunting, or they rub their cheeks on your hand, it's so much more than a casual hello. They have these scent glands all over their head, and they're literally depositing pheromones on you. This isn't just marking territory, it's about creating a group scent. They're marking you as one of their own, a trusted member of the family.
And what about the gift? Yeah, whether it's a favorite toy or, something a little more realistic, they are not trying to insult your hunting skills. They're acting on this deep instinct to provide for their family, just like their mother did for them. So the best thing to do is stay calm, praise them for the sweet thought, and then, quietly dispose of it when they're not looking.
And now, we've arrived at the most profound signal of all. It's something your cat does when they are completely still, maybe even asleep. This is the one that really reveals if they truly, unconditionally trust you with their life.
For any animal, sleep is the absolute most vulnerable time. Their guard is down, their reaction time is slow, they can't fight or run away effectively. So the posture your cat chooses to sleep in isn't random at all. It's a very calculated decision based entirely on how safe they feel. And this just shows the difference perfectly. A cat sleeping in a tight little ball, that's them protecting their vital organs. It's a guarded, safe position.
But a cat sleeping sprawled out on its back, with its belly completely exposed to the world, that, my friends, is an act of absolute total trust. They are making themselves completely vulnerable because they are confident that you will keep them safe.
So the logical conclusion is they're showing you their soft, fluffy belly, so they must want you to pet it, right? Well, this is where a lot of us make a pretty big mistake.
Not always. Welcome to what cat lovers affectionately call the belly trap. See, the act of showing the belly is all about communicating trust. But the act of touching it can trigger a super deep-seated, instinctual need to protect their vital organs. They aren't trying to trick you, it's just pure biology. They're saying, I trust you, not necessarily, please rub my tummy.
Okay, so we've decoded tails, ears, blinks, and belly ups. Let's put this all together and figure out how you can not only understand this language, but actually start speaking it back to them.
So just think of these silent signals as clear, simple phrases. The slow blink is, I trust you. Kneading means, I feel safe and cozy with you. The head bunt says, you are part of my family. And that belly exposure, that's the ultimate declaration. I trust you with my life.
And here is the absolute best part. This communication is a two-way street. That same 2020 study found that when we humans slow blanket cats, the cats are way more likely to approach us and slow blink right back. You can literally tell your cat, I love you and I trust you too, in a language they completely understand. How cool is that?
The truth is, your cat has been speaking to you this entire time. Through every flick of their tail, every slow blink, every gentle head bunt. Now that you know the language, the only question left is, are you finally ready to listen to the conversation?
Before you go, remember this. Your cat is doing something right now that most owners completely miss. At Feline Frontier, we don't just share cute cat facts, we uncover the hidden meanings, the quiet signals, and the strange behaviors your cat uses every single day to communicate with you. From the sounds that instantly calm a stressed cat, to the tiny habits that prove they trust you, to the mistakes that silently hurt them more than you realize. Everything here is designed to help you understand your cat on a deeper level. So if you've ever looked at your cat and thought, what are you really trying to tell me? You're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe to Feline Frontier, because the next video might explain something your cat has been waiting years for you to understand. See you in the next frontier of feline truth.